Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is a 2017 Yamaha FZ09, and that is my new bike. So we are going to go out for a little ride today, and I'm going to kind of go over what happened over the past few weeks, what I did with the FZ07, what I did with my Harley, and how I came to get this. So let's get at it. Oh, this thing sounds so freaking good. And that's just stock. This baby runs, yeah. This is also the first time I'm going to be testing out my new helmet. I went with the Fly Trekker. I basically bought it for the purpose of having a dual sport helmet. I talked about it in all my other videos. Now, for the field of view that you get with a dual sport, it doesn't feel so crammed on the front of my mouth with the extended chin it has. And I actually haven't even gotten to do a real review of this helmet too, so that's going to be coming up, and this is going to be a real good kind of a first for the bike and the helmet at the same time. But I'm freaking starving. We got to get somewhere so I can get some food. Alright, so let's get into this. So my last few, or actually my first few videos, my bike, I had just basically gotten a used, new to me 2015 Yamaha FZ07, and that was a bike that I had looked into for a really long time, and I researched it and I watched videos, and all you guys out there that had one, I absolutely loved it. I thought the bike was absolutely fantastic. And then I don't know, it's like all of a sudden a switch happened, and I'm like, maybe it's not 100% exactly what I'm looking for. So I got this wild bug and a crazy idea, and I put my plan into action to see what if I can make it work. Now, as you also know, I also had a 2006 Harley Davidson Electra Glide Standard, and I had listed that bike for sale for, hell, I listed it for sale at the end of last year, and then pretty much all of this year the bike was for sale. And one day I came home after riding the FZ, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to take the Harley out. I haven't been out in a while. And I got on the Harley and I thought, man, it's just comfortable, it's nice to cruise. Maybe I'll just go ahead and keep it for the rest of the year, and we'll move on from there, you know. I'll just go ahead and hold on to it, take it down. I'm tired of answering the stupid Craigslist questions, or, you know, the people that clearly don't read your ad and want to know, hey, how many miles are on it? Well, if you look down, it says right there that there's 28,000 miles on it, blah, blah, blah. So I ended up looking into getting a four-wheeler. And up here in Pennsylvania, if you have a place to go, a place to ride, a four-wheeler can be a very practical machine and to use it. And if you hunt in the wintertime, use it to plow, all that other bullshit. So long story short, here's what I did. I traded my FZ07 straight up for a 2017 Arctic Cat Altera. Literally, I paid a couple $100 out of pocket just to deal with the transfer and everything like that. But pretty much price for price, what the dealership gave me for it, because they know that they'll turn around and sell the FZ07 for a good price. And actually, they gave me more than what I paid for it, so it worked out perfect for me. My plan was keep the Harley, have my quad, go from there. Well, literally, the day I was about to pull down my ad for the Harley, a guy hit me up and was interested, and I thought, all right, well, this is my last try, my last go around. He ended up buying it, and now for the past, I would say close to a month now, I have been without a motorcycle, and it has been absolutely just like beating my head against the wall, mind-numbingly terrible to have all this beautiful weather and not be able to ride. So then I started looking, I thought, all right, well, maybe I'll just buy something that's cheap, try to pay something cash, and I just couldn't find anything I wanted. And then I started the whole process of trying to get finance and what type of bike do I want. I looked back at getting another Harley, but let's face it, Harley, you guys have not done too well on your second quarter, and something tells me unless you change, your third quarter sales are probably going to be just as bad, if not way worse than what your second quarter was. So things aren't looking too good for Harley Davidson. Well, I ended up calling my bank, got a pre-approval for like $12,000, which is probably the worst thing you can do to me, because now that means you tell me I'm approved for $8,000, well, we're staying limited. You tell me I'm approved for $12,000, I'm looking at bikes that I have no reason needing. Went back and forth, test drove a few different bikes, rode a Gixxer 750, just because I wanted to ride I haven't rode a sport bike in a really long time, and I didn't love it. Again, right away I thought, you know what, I'm gonna have to get bars to pick myself up, because I don't really care for that. I'm not used to that tucked in riding position. That's something I'm totally not used to. Think about it, I went from a cruiser with my arms up here to an FZ07 where I'm at now, and then the FZ09 where actually I'm on the 2017. I'm sitting even more upright than when I was on the FZ07, and to me this is completely comfortable and I absolutely love it. Well, last night I made the decision to go ahead and pick up this machine right here. And of course, I don't plan things out, and I am the most impatient person in the world. So I had to put the bike in the back of my truck and drive it home. Nothing worse than buying your new bike and being like, all right boys, let's load it up and I'll take it from here. And that's what I did. I got home, and last night I thought, you know what, it had 1 mile on it. I'm already up to 52. Last night I decided I'm not putting my GoPro on. I put on all my gear, and I just wanted to get out and get my first ride in for myself, just to get used to the bike, get the feel of it, get accustomed to it, and not have to worry about talking and everything like that. So I wanted to pay attention, and last night was just absolutely a great night. I think I had a smile from ear to ear the entire time I was riding. I absolutely love this bike. Now, I rode this bike back in July, actually, when Yamaha was here for their demos. I demoed the FZ07, the FZ09, and the XSR900. Those were the 3 bikes I wanted to ride. And of course, I ended up buying the FZ07, and it was a great bike, and I absolutely loved it. I recommend it to anybody. But it just, I wanted something different. I wanted something bigger, something that would, I don't know. I really can't explain why. It's not that it was too small for me. It's just because I'm not a big guy. I'm 5'9", and depending on what day it is, and if I grow my cul-de-sac hairline out, they could throw me down as 5'10", but no, I'm 5'9", so I'm not, and I don't have a long inseam either. I'm not one of those guys that's long legs, and no, I'm typical 5'9", frumpy guy that. So the FZ07 fit me well, and if you go back to one of my other videos, you'll see that the Harley, I absolutely love the Harley, but it's just the Harley's just too boring for right now. I mean, I ride by myself. I don't have a group of people I ride with. I don't jump on a Harley and go bar hopping or anything like that. And it's a great bike, and I told my wife if we ever move down south to like Florida or someplace like that, then I will have another Harley again, and I probably will get a touring Harley. But for the time being, it's not what I want. I don't have fun. My discipline level on a Harley is way different. I have with this thing you get a little bit more nimble, weaving in and out of traffic and like that. But on a Harley, I'm like, I will not wear a helmet. I have no idea why. I think just because it's that lazy cruiser, sit back, throw my legs up mentality. I've got a big giant fairing. I just never did, and I don't know. I have mental issues, and I don't want to be that way. I mean, obviously today, I mean, there's people that will literally look at me and be like, oh my God, your arms are exposed. But listen, it's 90 freaking degrees out here, and I want to be comfortable. But I do got my helmet on. In fact, I got my new helmet, and it is absolutely amazing so far. I love the field of view with this helmet. But that's another video. We'll go over my helmet setup and everything like that. But so the FZ09, absolutely just fantastic machine, and I freaking love it. I was gonna get a leftover FZ09. They had 2 or 3 leftover FZ09s, and they would give you a hell of a deal on it. But after reading the reviews, and I know looking at what Yamaha has done with their machine from the 2014 to 16 models into 2017. Now they added ABS, they added traction control, which aren't features that anybody needs, but it's one of those creature comforts it's nice to have. It's one of those safety features it's really nice to have. And if you want it, it's there. If you don't want it, turn it off. And I like having that option. And honestly, for $900 is probably the difference I paid from going from the 2016 to this one. To me, it's a no-brainer. I mean, I absolutely love this bike, and I love the front end of this bike is absolutely amazing. It reminds me of a mini fucking transformer. Just so happy. But one thing that does piss me off, Yamaha, is that you have 3 color options in the United States. You have white, which looks absolutely so freaking clean and shiny in the sunlight. You have silver, which silver was actually my favorite color, but silver was also hard to come by. My dealership didn't have one. They had to find one that was a few hundred miles away. It would have cost me even more money to get it. Not that big a deal. I like the clean look that white is. And then they have red, and that red is actually a really sharp red. I think it's different from the years before. But it looks sharp as well, but I've just never been a red kind of person. But so I called them up last night within an hour of close and said, let's do this. I already have my check, my pre-approval from my bank, in and out of there in an hour. I mean, I was just there a few weeks ago picking up the Articat, so I didn't have to go over service or any of that other BS. But absolutely love this bike. If you're looking for a naked bike, I absolutely 100% hands down recommend this one. Yamaha has made leaps and bounds with this machine. They finally fixed some things. They fixed their suspension. They fixed their, I think they did a different flash series to their ECM. And it performs fantastic. Supposedly they fixed the throttle situation, that when you get on it, it doesn't have the same, I don't know if it was a jerkiness or a dead spot or whatever it was, but and I'm in standard mode right now. I haven't even begun to scratch the surface of what this bike can do. Whenever I went on the demo day for it, the the guy was like, oh, try out your different modes. You know, there's your standard, your A and your B, and you know, as we're going on a demo ride, you don't ever freaking get up over 40 miles an hour, so all you can really do is just kind of jerk back on the throttle and be like, oh yeah, okay, now that's what A feels like, that's what B feels like. But modes I'll play with another time too, but today it's just all about enjoying this machine, being 100% happy with this purchase, and just kind of filling you guys in on where I've been and what's been going on. Like, good thing I had at least a four-wheeler to keep me calm and give me something to do in between then, and that thing's going to get a lot of use this winter, and that's going to hopefully help keep me making videos too, just because pretty soon we're going to get to a point where yeah, you're not going to be riding these anymore. Got to put them up for the winter. That's why I hate it up here. I'm so jealous of the people that can ride in frickin' January. I was watching a video the other day, but he was riding in January, and I was like, and he had on just what I look like now, t-shirt, freaking gloves, and a helmet. Like, I was just so freaking jealous of that. But hey, that's part of living up here. Well, that's my kind of down and dirty of what's been going on, what I've been doing, and me getting this this new machine, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to go over some things that I'm going to be changing pretty quick on it. Maybe when I get up here, I'll stop somewhere and kind of highlight. I've already made some online purchases. I got some stuff that's going to be showing up. We're going to do some immediate changes. Nothing performance-wise. Everything's going to be cosmetic at first, but yeah. Go ahead, guys. Give me a like, hit the subscribe button, share this video, tell your friends, tell me what you like, what you don't like about the FZ07 and FZ09 for that matter. And thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you soon. Peace.